hope, creativity, passion, the future, art, engaging, grassroots, enlightening, expressive, energizing, authentic, dynamic, responsive, love, universal, community, generational, pride, reform, ambition, belonging, spirit, care, celebration, children, unique, original, youth, gratitude, representation, strong, nurturing, initiative, real, relevant, inclusive, belonging, beauty, magic, resilience, justice, equanimity, empowering, diversity, inclusiveness, freedom, magic. We are grateful to the Washington Ballet for their commitment and the partnership with Sitar Arts Center. For 20 years, our ballerinas have graced our annual gala with a red carpet welcome. We are with you virtually. So please enjoy this welcoming memory with us, because nobody, not even a pandemic, puts our beautiful ballerinas in the corner. We are Sitar Arts Center. Thank you for tuning in.
Good evening. I'm Maureen Dwyer, the Executive Director of Sitar Arts Center.
And I'm Jill Miniman, President of the Sitar Board. Tonight we welcome you with so much joy to our celebration of 20 years of Sitar. We are so grateful for our incredible community members like you.
An anniversary is a time to look back and reflect and look forward with hope. Meanwhile, our present, 2020, is a year like no other. And yet, our young artists continue to create and hope and embrace their Sitar community. Our young artists truly are a cause for celebration. And so are you. When the pandemic required us to close our actual doors and quickly open our virtual ones, we asked for our community's help. And you immediately responded with yes. Thank you. Our gala champions, Dweck Philanthropies, led that charge. Ralph, Louie, Hannah, and Nora, thank you for your loving compassion. You are champions for Sitar's young artists each and every day. Of course, a 20th anniversary needs to be extra special, so we brought in the originals. The visionaries who started it all, Sitar founder Rhonda Buckley, and our founding angel, Bitsy Folger. As gala co-chairs, Bitsy and Rhonda inspired us all and led a fabulous gala committee of leaders from each of Sitar's 20 years. Thank you, Rhonda and Bitsy.
Thank you, Maureen. I am extremely proud to lead Sitar Arts Center Board in 2020. Each day brings the inequities that Sitar students face into sharper relief. Our response as a community affirmed for me that we are truly living a mission and a vision that is equity in action. Not only did we pivot immediately, we insisted that our programs remain accessible for every Sitar family and provided computer tablets to any family who needed them. Many of our board members jumped in and hand-delivered packages of summer program supplies to each and every Camp Sitar student. So I invite you to settle in for a fabulous evening. But don't get too comfortable. You don't want to lose your edge in the competition for our truly phenomenal silent auction items. Just go to sitar2020.ggo.bid to check it out. Before I jump on to bid, I'd like to take a special moment to recognize and thank Sitar's 20th Anniversary Gala Gold sponsors. Our gold level sponsors demonstrate how wonderfully committed Sitar board members are. TTR Sotheby's, helmed by my predecessor as board president, David DeSantis. Thank you, David. Former board member and current leadership council member, Greg Albright, and his husband, Wes Combs. Thank you for being Sitar leaders for nearly all of our 20 years. Current board member and my dear friend Marla Schnall and her husband, Peter. Thank you for demonstrating your support right out of the gate. And finally, gold sponsor, B Sweet Life. B. Desmond Sweet is my right hand as Sitar Vice President and the fearless and brilliant producer of tonight's event. Thank you, B. Tonight would not have happened without you.
Good evening and welcome to the beautiful rooftop of the Line Hotel in Washington, D.C. We're broadcasting live from our responsibly built open-air studio, just 5 blocks away from our beloved Sitar Arts Center. My name is B. Desmond Sweet, and it is my distinct honor to be your MC for this evening's virtual broadcast. I'd like to thank Crawford Sherman, General Manager Karen Bambrick, Director of Catering, and Dante Cunningham, Director of Security and Engineering at the Line Hotel DC, for always taking such great care of us. Crawford, Karen, Dante, and team truly understand the meaning of community partnerships. I'd like to also thank the entire PSAV crew for their ingenuity, professionalism, and expertise as our technical host for the evening. I'd also like to thank our sponsors. I'd be remiss if I did not thank my personal support, my parents, Dr. and Mrs. Samuel R. Desmond Jr., for instilling in me a sense of community and the drive to give back and to pay it forward. Mom and Dad, I love you. Thank you to my sister Audie and to Bubbles for getting them tuned in to watch this evening all the way from Flint, Michigan. Thank you to my constant cheerleader and encourager, my daughter Janice Christie Walton. My first volunteer job was at age 15 as a volunteer teacher for art at the Bishop Norman Duquette Center in Flint, Michigan. Now I'm going into my 7th year of being a physical acting teacher at Sitar. Now please, pour yourself a butterfly, oh, I didn't have any, I promise. Pour yourself a butterfly brew. Why can I not say that tonight? A butterfly brew. Stay locked in to our YouTube channel for an exciting night. And now enjoy just a little bit more of who we are.
Sitar es libertad. Sitar es oportunidad. Sitar es creer en cada potencialidad de los niños. No importa las diferencias, no importa ni la raza ni el lenguaje, no importa nada.
My name is Herman Burney, and I work with the Jazz and After School program. You know, wherever a kid is, that's why I try to work with them. I don't have this expectation that they suddenly have to be the next Charlie Parker or the next Thelonious Monk. I just want them to realize whatever their potential is. There's no embarrassment in our group. We want people to try things. I tell them at the door, leave your embarrassment outside. Come in here and just try whatever. It doesn't matter. We all make mistakes. Pick up your shoes and dust yourself off and keep going.
A mis estudiantes yo les enseño todo el desarrollo de la expresión corporal, Entonces todo el beneficio va en base no solamente al desarrollo físico, motor, emocional, social, la aventura por aprender, la aventura por jugar, y qué mejor hacerlo con tu papá o con tu mamá, que es la base para poder potenciarte desde pequeño y creer en ti. Entonces la expresión corporal no es solamente un desarrollo físico, sino que mucho más que eso.
I had a student who his fingers were just physically too big to play the guitars that we had. And it was really difficult for him. And I kept thinking to myself, I can't put this student in a position to fail. I said, you know what's going to be better for him is a bass guitar. We put it in his hands and it started to resonate a little bit. And then he came back and he said, I really want to be here and I want to learn how to play the bass guitar. We were able to acquire him a bass guitar and an amplifier, and he came back the next week and he had blisters on his fingers from playing so much. And ever since then, he has flourished beyond leaps and bounds behind anything that I or he thought that he could do.
I teach physical acting, and what I convey to the students is an awareness of their space, the space around them, and also control of their own physicality. Another important skill is the ability to be a good collaborator, and that means you know how to be a leader or a team member, and you're effective at both. I like that my students learn the beauty of teamwork and respecting other people's ideas, hearing the idea all the way through, not being overly critical. I think that also comes from learning to not be defensive. If you're open, you're going to be a much better receptor of ideas.
Teaching a student enables them to have a skill that they can go anywhere in the world and perform that skill, and it's the same no matter where they go. It's important to me to give back, to make sure that the next generation of people has the opportunities that I did, and maybe they're able to pay it forward as well.
We are delighted to have Justin Swisher as our auctioneer this evening. His company, Swisher Auctions, has been incredible to work with. When we swerved, he swerved. And I'm pleased to have him as our live co-host, serving as auctioneer this evening. Justin, take it away.
It is a pleasure to be here. Thank you, B. Wow, this is so cool. Here we are on the rooftop with, I hope you can see that beautiful view behind us. It's a bit windy, but hey, we're hanging in there. We're so glad that you're joining us this evening, and it's a pleasure to serve as your auctioneer tonight. I want to make sure that you know how to bid. You may be watching us on YouTube somewhere, but here's what we want you to do. Tonight, I've got these bid cards in hand. We're not going to be in the ballroom using these. We are using our phones. So pull those phones out right now and you need to go to sitar2020.ggo.bid. It's been mentioned a couple times and we're not done mentioning it. You need to make sure that you go there right now. We've got a tremendous, many of you have already started. Our silent auction is on fire right now. It's fantastic, but continue to go back, revisit those bids. And there's a couple of featured items that I want to talk to you about right now. So do me a favor and go to item number 11. I've got the leadership board up here in front of me on my confidence monitor and tells me that Joyce Cahill is the high bidder. This is the 5-day, 4-night, secluded 4-night wintergreen getaway. Great package. Again, this is item number 11. It's a 6-bed, 4-bath home and beautiful. It's only 3 hours here. Wintergreen's so easy to get to, and there's so many activities. It's beautiful and wonderful to go to Wintergreen at any time of the year. Whether you go for the 40-hole championship golf on 2 courses, winter skiing, snowboarding, snow tubing, which is great. They added that a couple years ago. There's tennis. There's the mountaintop spa. There's great eating to do. There's tons to do, and you're going to be in this wonderful 6-bed, 4-bath home. Now, this is to be used between Sunday and Thursday, and you have between October this month until October 2021, based on mutually agreed upon dates with our donor. And our donor is Board Vice President Quanda Allen's home. She's beautifully designed and curated this wonderful home, and she's opening up to some generous supporters tonight. Again, I'm with Joyce. Here's our high bidder right now. We started off with Melissa. Thank you. Came in at $1,200 at $1,650, the current bid. Who to bid right now? We're not even in the deduction zone right now. This is all under our travel destinations section. So please go and bid on this work. Want to make sure that you're aware of this. This is number 11, one of our items. Again, it's in the travel destinations section. Beautiful home. It's called Havens Ridge. I'm not sure if I mentioned the name of it. Havens Ridge. Great property, 6 bedrooms, 4 baths, got a first floor master, wonderful cook's kitchen. This is the one you want. It's time to get away. You can go and enjoy with family or friends there at Wintergreen. So again, this is item number 11. We're still with Joyce at 1650. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this open. You can continue to bid on this one. All of our items, silent auction items, are going to close at 8:30. So go back, revisit those bids. Make sure it's a great, wonderful way to support us tonight by visiting the silent auction. Again, that was one of our items. Let me talk to you about another opportunity. Another opportunity we have this is number 41. I'm going to go over here to my laptop, make sure I pull this one up. This is the custom Chadwick Boseman tribute shoes from Seriato. This is the #1 secret artist in the world, and I can't believe it, but we're still looking for a starting bid. That's right. You've got an hour and 13 minutes left on the countdown clock, but go to your phones right now. You're going to go to sitar2020.ggo.bid, and you'll put in item number 41. You'll get the shoe customizer he's the shoe customizer for the stars. His works were recently featured during the 2020 BET Awards. He's a former tattoo artist, a painter, fashion enthusiast. Corey Bailey's his name, also known as Seriato, creates one-of-a-kind, high-end fashion art, custom hand-painted shoes for celebrities, models, pro athletes, and hip-hop stars like Shaquille O'Neal, Fatty Wap, and now it could be you. Again, this is item number 41. The question is, will you wear these or will these be a work of art? Would you ever want to wear these or have them somewhere at home in your collection? But he's created significant social media following, highly detailed and strictly work, swiftly setting him apart from those who came before him. These are the ones you want. These are going to be in men's size 10.5 or women's size 12. And it's worth mentioning that a similar pair sold at Sotheby's for $6,000. So these are great. Again, still looking for a starting bid. These can all be found in the For Your Home and Closet section. So again, you can either search by numbers, you can search by categories, or you can just view all of our items. They're all such great items, but this, again, will be found in your For Your Home and Closet section. So whether it's this item or whether it's others, check out all of those in that section. You can't go wrong with tonight's silent auction. Again, it all goes to support Sitar Arts Center. So go check that one off. Go check that one out. It's a great item. Again, round of applause. Thank you. We got a small studio audience, so we appreciate them being here, up here on the rooftop. Our next one I want to point out is this is the third one I'm going to talk about from our featured items. This is number 23. Number 23 is, who goes to the paper and watches for the Washington Post critics to talk about where the best restaurants are to go? Well, this is a unique package where Tom Sitzema, even though the pandemic is going on, he has been going to restaurants safely, and he has been still critiquing these wonderful restaurants. What this package includes, again, this is number 23. So again, pull out your phones, or if you're on the laptop, go to item number 23 right now. And again, I want to draw your attention to this one. I'm going to pull this up, see where the leadership board, but he's going to do a Zoom call. He's going to give you a bottle of wine. Right now, we've got $1,000, I see. Barbara Sable's in at $1,000 here. Got another hour and 10 minutes to place your bids on this one. But like I said, the pandemic has not stopped. He's the Washington Post food critic. He reviews restaurants. And when I was reading online, he reviews somewhere where it's a hard job. You think it'd be an easy job to go and review restaurants, but he's eating out sometimes a dozen times a week. He's having lunch 4 times a week and brunch. It's a lot, and he will visit a place about 3 times before he does a critique. So it's a lot of work that goes on in there. He's going to do a dinner delivery of one of his favorite critiqued restaurants. He'll send you dinner. You'll enjoy wine, and you'll be able to talk about this and ask him any questions you want over a bottle of wine or two. So this is all courtesy of Tom. We appreciate Tom. Again, Washington food critic, making this one happen for you. Again, this is number 23. This is in the food and drink section. So if you might want to look at some of the other items in the food and drink section too. I'm with Barbara right now at $1,000. Who to come in? Who to be our next bid at $1,250 right now? Who to come back in? Right now, Barbara Don't let her steal it. At $1,000, this unique opportunity, again, this is number 23. Great opportunity. We want to make sure that you see all of our silent auction, but again, I wanted to draw your attention to at least these three right now. So again, throughout the evening, you want to go back, revisit those bids, place your bids, enjoy these unique opportunities. They all close at 8:30. So you have some time, but not a lot of time. Don't stop. Just a little bit more than an hour. And right now, I'll send things back to B.
Thank you so much, Justin. Sitar Arts Center represents community, and I am so proud of our Board of Directors and our Leadership Council. Thank you for all you do. A gala is only as good as the committee, and I'd like to recognize each and every member of this year's gala committee. Little did you all know when you signed up last September that it would be a job that lasted all year long. So thank you for all your hard work, your generous commitment of your professional talents, opening up your networks, your own social medias, getting out there, gathering silent auction items, and for everything you've done to make this year's 20th Anniversary Virtual Gala possible. Thank you to our gala co-chairs, Bitsy and Rhonda. Your commitment spans more than 20 years. Thank you for your decades-long support of Sitar Arts Center in every way. And from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you for the friendships we've forged along the way as we planned all year long. Stay tuned in for a few words from our 20th Anniversary Gala co-chairs, Rhonda Buckley Bishop and Nancy Bitsy Folger.
To be the co-chair of this 20th Anniversary Gala with you is like such an honor. It's such an honor.
Well, sweetie, I can't think of anything nicer.
But remember when we started Sitar in that basement?
Oh, absolutely. And I drive by there today.
You believed in the vision before there was an actual Sitar. And you got around that table here in your backyard the National Symphony, the Washington Ballet, the Corcoran Gallery of Art, as it was at the time, and they all became our first partners. And this was before we even had a Sitar.
And we're there and we're strong and we have a wonderful place in the community. We're well respected and I just feel so good about it. It was really amazing.
Remembering back to the day when Sitar was a vision in our heads.
Exactly.
And we needed somebody to write that vision down. So we thought, let's hire a grant writer. And of course, we were just starting to raise money. So I went to our very first donor, Larry Kirstein, and he gave us the funds to hire our part-time grant writer. Do you remember who that person was? It was Maureen Lalos. Now Maureen Lalos Dwyer.
Oh.
She was our very first employee and we wouldn't be there without all those people who are donors and friends and supporters and contributors, and they're hopefully all watching tonight.
I hope so.
Yeah. So I want to say thank you to all those folks who are out there and continue to believe in Sitar and its vision.
Well, I want to thank you. We wouldn't have no Sitar without you, my dear.
Right back at you, lady.
Thanks for staying tuned in. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce to you the wind beneath our wings, our always relevant, passionate, hardworking, fearless, and incredibly capable Executive Director, Maureen Dwyer.
Happy 20th anniversary, Sitar community. 2020 is not what any of us expected, but in 20 years, Sitar's mission has never felt more urgent. When we officially hung that Sitar shingle in early 2000, my first son, Aiden, was an infant. I felt so lucky to be in this diverse community of Sitar moms, sharing their culture's remedies for teething and earaches, passed down through their own mothers. No matter what language you speak, tired, anxious, new mom is universal. And I've learned that we Sitar parents also have universal dreams for our children. We envision childhoods full of discovery and learning. We imagine adulthoods that are purposeful, loving, and financially secure. Though our dreams are the same, my 3 children were each dealt 3 playing cards at birth. That makes their path to that imagined adulthood a bit easier. First, unlike most kids at Sitar, they were born into a safety net of extended family with secure middle-class incomes. Second, my children are 4th-generation Americans. My sons do not experience the overt discrimination, nor the intense fear of separation from their family that many first-generation Sitar students face. Finally, in this painful year of reckoning, we simply can't ignore race. My children were born white. That makes them statistically far less susceptible to wrongful suspicion and violence than our Sitar children who are Black. I acknowledge these disparities with sorrow, but not with despair. Tonight, I recommit to working harder than ever to level the playing field. 85% of Sitar's 900 students are African American or Latino American. 80% are from households earning 50% or less of the median income. And I firmly believe that 100% of Sitar students can and will succeed. You may want to grab a pencil because I'm going to share with you our exclusive 20th anniversary release of Sitar's recipe for advancing equity in the lives of our youth. Rest assured, it is really not that complicated. Step 1, remove practical barriers. A sliding fee scale ensures that every family can afford to give their children deep engagement and education in the visual, performing, and the digital arts. Step 2, carefully fold in volunteers and partners. Enlist local artists to mentor our young emerging artists. Invite renowned arts organizations such as the Washington Ballet and DC Jazz Festival to partner with and bring to the children of Sitar the best arts our city has to offer. Step 3, whisk vigorously until you have an inclusive community. Invite families of all socioeconomic backgrounds. Provide meaningful opportunities to learn from and understand one another. Gently simmer as genuine community, loving relationships, and artistic collaboration begin to reveal and heal biases. Step 4, invest in the best ingredients. Believe wholeheartedly that each youth who walks into your community is a tremendous and creative asset. Provide challenges that help to build character as well as skill mastery. Blend until they have the confidence needed to make the change our world needs to see. Step 5, and this one is crucial, adapt your recipe as needed. When, say, a pandemic hits, take a deep breath, ask your community what they hunger for the most, stock your essential ingredients, and use different tools as necessary. It's 2020, and Sitar as an organization is now a young adult, just like my first son. So too are more and more Sitar students. As we look ahead to our next 20 years, we are incubating our expansion of arts-based workforce development. And so, I now invite you to refill your glass, sit back, and enjoy a quick visit with 9 inspiring Sitar alumni. It is truly a privilege to introduce, from DC to New York to Cincinnati to LA, Amatu, Angel, Benz, Emily, Herbert, Leandra, Nikki, Tyra, and Yolanda. These brilliant young adults reassure me that despite the relentless twists of 2020, the future of our nation is in good hands.
I was really honored to have Pat Sitar as like my first art teacher at Sitar Center. So that was really special.
I performed in the Sitar Center's first production that summer, and it was really wonderful. I got to meet a whole bunch of new kids, and also it was just very hands-on.
You know, I went to a predominantly white school, and I was, I think maybe there was 2 Latinos there and not many people of color. And I felt very, alienated. So when I would go to Sitar Center, it was just like I could talk in Spanish. I was just feeling that connection. And then, I had friends there, and it was the energy, and just I felt, like I had a place where I can be myself.
From kind of performance and acting and singing and dancing, I was always sort of parallel to playwriting and storytelling. And that kind of ushered me into script writing. So now I am a TV writer.
After I moved away from DC and after I finished high school, I went to the University of Cincinnati College Conservatory of Music. So I studied music ed there with a concentration in saxophone. But I am teaching primary music. I'm more or less doing directly what I fell in love with at Sitar.
Upon the closure of Bohemian Caverns Jazz Club on U Street, I formed the Capitol Hill Jazz Foundation, whose mission is designed to support DC area musicians, venues, and education programs.
Since I left Sitar, I went to the Maryland Institute College of Art. I majored in general fine arts, even though my senior thesis collection went on to DC Fashion Week, New York Fashion Week, Milan Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week.
Well, definitely thanks to Sitar, I definitely was able to figure out what I wanted to do after college.
Thanks to Sitar, I want to say I have been able to not only be an artist, but a leader.
If you're lucky enough to get a training in the arts, then you get the opportunity to think process-based, to be like, oh, actually, no, nothing's done. Everything's always in progress, and it's okay to constantly be changing, and I think that's something that my years at Sitar helped with.
So art and community naturally brings people together. Working on a mural, like I tend to stumble upon different walks of life that just ask me questions. They want to know about projects, but at the same time, they're also giving me their story or even their experience within the community that I'm working at.
Sitar is so beautiful in that they take everyone, regardless of your economic background. And it is a place where you can feel loved. And for me, I can truly say it was a second home. And I know that's more important than ever right now, to have a place where you can all feel welcome. So
Representation is very important, especially in the classical music field, where I see the people I'm competing against in auditions, they're maybe 98% white. And I don't get to see many Peruvian cellists. I don't get to see many, Latinx cellists out there. And so I think that's one of the things that Sitar has to offer, that, it molds and it creates and inspires people like me. And at the end of the day, it will make representation happen.
Art is the only place to run without leaving home. So I think it's an escape for all of us, whether it's visual, whether it's musical. We just get the opportunity to lose ourselves a little bit in order to find ourselves again.
The arts require a level of humanity that the world needs right now.
Well, I think the arts are really important in our world right now, because I think the act of creating is one way to just continue to move forward and keep imagining better futures.
I really do feel that the next generation of young artists are also going to be the next generation of young activists. They're going to be the next leaders. There's a very strong partnership between creativity and leadership, and we really need creative leaders. And I think that it's so important that young people are given the opportunity to be creative and also nourish their talents and their skills that they may not know of.
Friends, this is the time that we come together. I want to encourage 100% participation wherever you're watching from tonight. We want you to join us right now as we Challenge Fund. Join us in the Challenge Fund. Tonight, you will ensure that 1,000 students will have the community and learning opportunities that they need to excel this year, but we need you all to help us get there. So pull your phones out right now. We want you to go to sitar2020.ggo.bid. That's sitar2020.ggo.bid and select the purple click here to donate at Sitar Arts Center. Over here on my computer, I see it right here. Just click that button and it'll pull up the leadership board. You'll see that we have set a $50,000 goal right now. We're going to start, you'll see a variety of different suggested levels from $10,000 down to $100. There's a level for everybody. We encourage you can give it multiple levels, and you don't need to wait for me to call out the level before you join us. So go ahead and start. I know that we have some gifts that have already started, but again, that is sitar2020.ggo.bid and select the click here to donate at Sitar Arts Center. It's in the top right-hand corner. If you've already registered, you'll be prompted. If you're not already registered, you'll be prompted to do so. Some of you may be joining us tonight on YouTube, but you need to go to your phones right now, follow that link, and join us. Now, know that your gift tonight makes a huge difference. Know that it is time to open up your hearts and wallets and help us the opportunity for students at Sitar for the next 20 years. I'm going to go right here to our leadership board and see as the gifts are coming in right now. But join us right now. You'll see our gift. You'll see what we've raised so far. And I can see on the screen, I need to thank, we've got $5,000 already come in. Fantastic. Let's start off at $10,000 right now. Let's put up on the screen our $10,000 slide, and let's talk about this. This could subsidize the tuition for 5 students to explore their potential through the entire year of unlimited after-school arts classes. $10,000 also could provide all of the PPE supplies to ensure safety of Sitar students, parents, faculty, and staff at Sitar's facility once it is safe to reopen. That's what your gift with $10,000 would do. And ladies, and we've got David DeSantis on the screen. Thank you, supporters out there. Wonderful. We're already at $16,000 and some change. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. We have other gifts that have already come in as well. Who else would join us at $10,000? Wonderful. Keep it going. Let's go to $5,000. And I see I have $5,000 up already from an anonymous donor. Thank you. It looks like it started before we even started. I love it. I love it. I love it. $5,000 can provide weekly sessions. And I've got that up there, wonderful. Weekly sessions of professional skills training for 50 teens hired for Sitar's summer-long workforce development program. $5,000 also could provide an individualized student art kit for all 130 students learning virtually with Sitar this fall. Who else would join us at $5,000 right now? If you'll make a donation. Thank you, Greg Albright and Wes Combs. Thank you so much. We heard from them tonight. Wonderful. Thank you for your generosity at $5,000. Who else would join them at $5,000? Friends, this is the time right now to pull your phones out. You can make a difference. Let's make sure that we get to our $50,000 goal right now. We're at $21,620 total raised right now. That's right. Round of applause. Keep it going. Over the 6 unprecedented months, Sitar Arts Center. Yes, we've got another $5,000 gift. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mohini Malahadra. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me say that over the past 6 unprecedented months, Sitar Arts Center has adapted by entirely reinventing out-of-school time programs for the virtual space. From online classes and community gatherings to a 5-week online summer camp was interactive, fun, arts-filled, and rich in learning. But again, with your generosity right now, you can help us ensure that 1,000 students will have the community and learning opportunities that they need to excel, and we're doing it right now with your generosity. We're at $26,620. Don't stop now. Let's continue that generosity. Let's go to our next level, which is $2,500. $2,500. Let me tell you about $2,500. This could support 1 month of leadership development for team participants in the weekly Sitar Emerging Arts Leaders Program. When Sitar's virtual doors opened in April, teens chose to continue to meet weekly to focus on arts learning, service projects, and leadership development. Who would join us right now at the $2,500 level? Please join us right now. We've got several gifts on the screen right now. Thank you. We're at $26,620. Help us get there with your $2,600 gift right now. Who would join us right now? Join us at $2,600. Thank you so much. I want to thank some of these other gifts. Thank you, Jamel. Thank you, David. Thank you, Sahar. Thank you, Christopher. Thank you, Charles. I see others. David. Thank you, Lee. These other gifts, if I didn't mention you, thank you. Thank you, Ellen, for your gift. Again, you can give it any level that you want right now. $2,500 is the suggested level right now that I just described directly on how that gift would go directly to support Sitar right now. Let's continue those gifts right now. I got $2,000. Marla and Peter Chanel, thank you for your generosity at $2,000. Fantastic. Wonderful, wonderful. Continue those gifts. Let's continue on. Let me talk to you about what $1,000 would do right now. Elizabeth, thank you for your gift. We see you come through. Thank you. We're at just under $30,000 right now. I know we can get to our goal of $50,000. We need your help to get there, though. Let's talk about $1,000 right now. $1,000, and you know, I have something exciting to announce at this level right now, ladies and gentlemen and friends and supporters out there, this level is going to double the impact as we are being matched up to $20,000. And Craig Horness at $1,000 has already come in. Wonderful. Thank you, Craig. Thank you so much. Your impact, a transformational group of Sitar supporters have created the Challenge Fund to boost your generous gifts, and the next raise tonight will be matched dollar for dollar. So you could support one student at Sitar for 6 weeks of a full day of summer camp next summer with your generosity right now at $1,000. We're being matched up for the next $20,000. We've raised $30,470. Don't stop now. Who else would join us right now? We've got Craig up there. Wonderful. Could I get 19 more people at the $1,000 level and help us meet our match right now? Let's do this. Pull those phones out right now. Go to sitar2020.ggo.bid and let's see if we can get 19 people. If you'd like to give or give again right now, support us at this crucial level. Again, let's help make sure that Barbara Harmon, thank you for your gift of $1,000. Wonderful, Barbara. Thank you so much. Who else would join us? 18 more people. Would 18 more join us at this level of $1,000 right now? Let me tell you also, this would also tunes and repairs musical instruments for Sitar's bands, ensembles. This is what else $1,000 do. Instrumental music students, like so many that have been heard and you see performing tonight, that's also what $1,000 will do. Who else would join us? We've got an anonymous donor coming in, 200. Thank you again. Any level, higher or lower than what I'm offering right now, that I'm suggesting right now, you can give. You also see on your screen down there's an opportunity to do a custom amount. You can enter some other specific amount, higher or lower than what I'm offering. You can do it right now. We're at $31,620. $50,000 is our goal. Let's get there. Join us right now. Continue. Thank you, the Solomons. Thank you for your gift. We appreciate that, Mrs. Solomon. Who else would join us right now? Also, I want to point out that we're going to run, if you registered with your card, donations will be run sometime tomorrow. But if you want to make a donation in another way other than your card being charged, you'll see down here on the screen that you can email Paige. You can also text her, let her know tonight, and we can, if you want to write a check from a foundation or pay in some other means. Tom gave $1,000. Thank you so much. That's 3 on the board. Thank you so much, Tom. Sietzma, thank you, Tom. There you go. Thank you for tuning in, Tom. Thank you for that wonderful donation. And Tom, I might say that you got some activity on your wonderful and very unique donation out there. I saw we had some bids as we talked about that as one of our featured items earlier. Thank you, Tom, for joining us, and thank you for your generosity. Who else would join us? Stuart Allen came in with a gift. Thank you so much. Again, who else would join us? Our suggested level right now is $1,000. We're going to continue on. The donations continue. Our match continues up to $20,000. Let's talk about what $500 would do right now. If you would join us at $500, you could provide one semester of therapeutic arts workshop workshops which integrate emotional wellness with creative expression. Who would join us at $500? Remember, our match continues, again, up to $20,000. At any of these levels, $1,000 and below, you are being matched here tonight. So your $500 gift right now is like supporting us at $1,000. Who would support us at $500? We're at $32,730 on the screen right now, I think I see. Our goal is 50. Let's keep it going. Again, we're not asking for one individual to help us get there, but collectively, together, we can all get there, encouraging 100% participation at some level tonight. Again, we talked about what 1,000 will do. We talked about what 500 to do. Let's continue on down. Thank you, Essence Newhoff, at $500. Wonderful. We have another anonymous donor at $250. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's continue on. Let's go and talk about $250 and what $250 would do right now to support Sitar. This could provide loaned iPads for students who otherwise would not have access to a device for their online learning. As simple as that, $250. You'll spend that in Starbucks over the course of a week or two. And right now, you can give us $250. If you'd like to give or give again right now, we're at $34,230 right now. Maureen, thank you, Maureen, for your gift. Who else would join us? You know what? So we can get there. I know we can get there. Our goal is 50. We're at $34,230 right now, and our dollars are being matched right now. Help us reach that match and help us get to our goal right now. We're at the $250 level right now. Pull those phones out. If you're just joining us, perhaps you're watching us on YouTube and say, hey, how can I give? Thank you, Dan Fox. Thank you, Keith Finley. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you, our anonymous donor. Thank you. Who else would join us right now? Either 500 or 250 or 1,000 at any level, higher or lower, enter some other custom amount right now. We're at 34,000. We're almost at 35. Help us reach our goals right now. Let's talk about $100 right now. $100. We're at the $100 level right now. This could buy much needed art supplies, books, digital software, and costumes for Sitar's fall after-school arts program. $100 also could provide the supplies to support long-term remote work for 2 Sitar staff members. And the gifts are coming in. Thank you, Lance. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you, Darren Thomas. Continue, friends. This is the opportunity right now to join us. We're at $35,230. The generosity, please don't stop now. Help us get to our goal of 50. Remember that your generosity right now, whether it's $250, whether it's $500, whether it's $100, you are being matched up to $20,000. Let's make sure that we get there. We've talked about what $100 can do. You see on the bottom of the screen, donate sitar2020.ggo.bid. That's where you go to make your gifts right now. Maura, thank you so much. $100, wonderful. Who else will join us? We're at $35,330 right now. Every gift counts. If you're not able to make a gift, please know that we are so grateful for your gifts. We so appreciate your generosity. Autumn, thank you for your gift. Wonderful. We're at $35,360. I know we can get to our goal tonight, but we need your help to do it. Thank you. Another $1,000 gift. Thank you, Vivev. Thank you so much. Who else will join us right now? Remember, your gifts are being matched up to $20,000. We're at $36,360. Don't stop now. If you'd like to give or give again, I know there's a level out there for you. Thank you, Jade. $100. Thank you, Jade Floyd. Who else will join us right now? Keep it going. Don't stop. James, $200. Wonderful. The gifts keep coming in. I love it. We're at $36,660 right now. Who else will join us? Don't stop. Keep it going. Who else will join us right now? Again, you are ensuring 1,000 students. Thank you, Christy Walton. Thank you. You're ensuring 1,000 students will have the community and learning opportunities that they need to excel. We couldn't do it without you, and we appreciate your generosity. Again, on the bottom of the screen, you can see right where to donate. Parker, $500. Thank you. We see you there, Parker. Thank you. We're at 37. The gifts will continue. I know we'll get there. Keep it going. Keep supporting us. Thank you so much for what you're doing. I'll come back and check in on some of our featured items in a little bit. And remember, your donations can continue up until 8:30 tonight. B, take it away.
Wow, thank you so much, Justin. I'd just like to make everyone aware, and I know that it's working because I got the buzz on my very own watch. You can check your texts and also get the information on how you can continue to bid. Just because Justin is not on the screen anymore and you're looking at me, please be aware we appreciate each and every donation. No donation is too small for our children and the community that we serve. Our love for the students simply could not leave them longing for the joy, friendship, and creativity they find each summer at Camp Sitar. Not to mention our 15-year tradition of the annual Sitar Summer Musical. The show must go on. We gathered our swerve once again. We prepared purposefully, diligently, creatively to continue. And we built it for them. Online. Online summer camp received so much recognition, but most importantly, our children were engaged and had fun. Each of them received green screens, ring lights, and tripods, and they filmed their own participation in their homes safely for our production of Annie. Annie takes place in 1933, during a time when many Americans had cause for despair, similar to the times we find ourselves in now in this unprecedented moment in history. This evening, our Sitar community, just like little orphan Annie, has hope in our hearts. So now I present to you our very own 2020 summer musical star, Layla, as Annie, assuring us all that the sun will indeed come out again tomorrow. We are counting on you to keep that hope alive too.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow clears away the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. Stuck with a day that's gray and lonely, I just dig out my jeans and grin and say, oh, the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love ya. Tomorrow is the day away.
Thank you so much for staying tuned in and for your continued support that just keeps pouring in. We appreciate each and every one of you so very much. Sitar Arts Center fosters a sense of collaboration and inclusiveness, but we also recognize individual achievement. Thank you, Tom Nichols and Dan Chadburn, for presenting the Peter Fox Award.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Tom Nichols.
And I'm Dan Chadburn.
And we are huge fans of the Sitar Arts Center, where I was honored to serve on the board of directors from 2013 to 2016. Tonight, Dan and I are joining you from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to present the 8th Annual Peter Fox Award, an award established on behalf of our friend Peter, who passed away in 2012, leaving this world far too soon.
Peter was a talented singer who discovered his musical gifts later in life, but he took DC by storm with his mesmerizing voice and his affable nature.
Peter touched everyone he encountered through his giving spirit and his music. Those of us who knew him well, his family, friends, and his fans, have partnered with Sitar Arts Center to continue Peter's legacy of love and light.
Since 2012, these friends and family have raised more than $250,000 for Sitar Arts Center's music program, sustaining Peter's legacy and investing in the potential of aspiring musicians.
Each year, the Peter Fox Award empowers an aspiring sitar musician to honor and hone their emerging talent. Each award winner has been able to train with renowned musicians and spend the summer studying at prestigious institutions on full scholarship.
When we are together in person at a Sitar Gala, we typically welcome these young musicians back to the stage to perform and be recognized. Instead, from afar, we are sending the best to the Peter Fox Award winners from 2012 to 2019. Osvaldo, Duncan, Isis, Dinda, Darren, Michael, and Amanda.
Congratulations, all past winners. But tonight's spotlight belongs to the 8th Peter Fox Award winner, a talented pianist who plays other instruments too, This year's recipient attended the summer program at Berklee's College of Music in Boston. While the summer's program was virtual, of course, it is one of the most rigorous and coveted courses of study for high school musicians.
This young artist started at Sitar when he was just 5 years old. He has explored multiple art forms as well as serving as a teen leader. He is a dedicated member of the Sitar Saints Band, and like Peter, he is passionate about developing his gifts and sharing them with a wide audience.
So please join us in congratulating Mr. Dimas Ingrojo, the 2020 recipient of the Peter Fox Award. Dimas, we look forward to following your artistic career for years to come.
Fantastic. You know, I'm so excited. I'm watching the gifts come in right now on our leadership board. I can't take my eyes off it. We've got another $1,000 gift. Thank you, Jay. Thank you. We have another, more came in at $2,500. Wonderful. We've got Christy at $100 and Lou at $250. Garrett came in as well. Don't stop those gifts. We're at $44,450. We're almost $5,000 away from our goal. And remember, we're being matched up to $20,000. So don't stop those donations. Again, go back, revisit your bids on the silent auction, and make sure to join us at some amount, higher or lower. Help us get to our goal right now. Again, you can do that right there. But right now, what I want to do is I want to draw your attention to some other items. If you'll look for item number 24, it's one of our featured items that I wanted to talk to you about. You can join former Sitar board president and volunteer piano teacher Grace Hong online as she guides you and up to 7 guests in the step-by-step preparation and making of the authentic homemade Korean dumplings. They could be either meat or vegetarian. Grace will provide the shopping list for the ingredients, and she'll offer her take on why she loves this meal. So you've got just 33 minutes to place your bid on this one. This is number 24. She's been a long-time Sitar champion, and we so appreciate her. Lots of bidding activity on this one. We started with Clint, and then Gregory, and then Clint was back in, and then Sydney, and now Kristen. We're at 270. Who's going to come back in right now? This is, again, number 24, item number 24. This is part of, what section is this in? I didn't have that listed. That's okay. Well, that's okay. That is number 24. Go check that out. Let me talk to you about our next one. This is number 4. Number 4 is some artwork, and I'm going to go pull this one up and see what our leadership board looks like. We've got, this is Frida Kahlo Artworks by Gadir, and you have the opportunity to collect this works. You can either collect 1, 2, or 3. So the winner has that option. You can do 1 at the high bid price, or you can do 2 for 2 times the money, or collect 3. And you can indicate that right on there, or we'll follow up and find out afterwards if whether you were wanting 1, 2, or 3. You can see 2 of them up there on the screen. These are phenomenal works. Again, you can pick. You can have a set, or they say if you have all of 3 of something, then you are a collector of an artist. So these are great. These are G. Clay prints found on text. They are a little bit about the artist. Her foray into the art world began with her capturing the flavors of her destinations through her cameras, lenses during her travels. She has developed a unique style through which she incorporates her own photographs with historical and global images through a G-clay printing process. Her works are in many private collections, including the Bergerac Foundation, and themes mix anguish, loneliness, hope, and all complex emotions tangled in that space between war and love. Her digital collages evoke a sense of time and place and capture moments with the eye of the investigative reporter and an artist. This is all can be found under the unique arts experiences section, and we have some other fabulous artworks as well. We've got just a little over 30 minutes left. This is, again, item number 4, if you're following along. So go find those works of art and the other works of art that are available up for bid here tonight, all supporting Sitar. I'll go back to the leadership board on our challenge fund, we're at $44,500. I want to remind you about that match. So again, no match, no gift is too small. We're encouraging all gifts. We're encouraging 100% participation. I see all the eyes on us right now that are watching, that are tuning in. Thank you for being part of this. Please do your part and go and make a donation right now. Support us, help us get to our goal, and remember that your generosity is being matched. The last item, the last featured item that I want to mention, that is this Fender guitar. Electric guitar here, very cool. Special guitar here. I'm going to pull this up and see where we are in the bidding on here. And we've got Melissa Dole on this, is our high bidder. Fantastic, thank you. She started us off here, fantastic. You can make music using the same guitar that legends do. Wide range, humbucking pickups and semi-hollow body give a full and mellow sound, perfect for your country licks, your soul rhythms, and your jazz leads. Tons of iconic people have played with this guitar. Curtis Mayfield, Bob Dylan, Buck Owens, to name a few. Among the legendary Fender electric guitars known by musicians around the world, the classic tones from the 60s and the 70s, they come out beautifully, sunburst finish to a perfect condition. This electric guitar will give you the warm and open sound you have been looking for. Want to thank our donors, David and Renata. Thank you for your donation on this one. We've got 450. Melissa, you are our high bid right now. We've got just less than 30 minutes left in our auction. Go back, revisit those bids. This is a Fender Telecaster thin line electric guitar. Again, the question is whether you will play it and enjoy it, or whether you'll put it up on the wall and enjoy it as a work of art. That's for the winner to decide. But right now, Melissa, it looks like you're in the lead. Let's not let her steal it. Again, it only takes two to have an auction. Let's give her some competition here. With just 30 minutes left before we close the auction, our auction will close at 8:30 tonight. The donations continue. We're at $44,500 right now. We're just a little shy of $5,000 away from our goal. I know we can get there. Let's finish strong in the next 30 minutes. It's been a pleasure to serve as your auctioneer. My name is Justin. Continue to place those bids. Pass things back to B.
Justin, thank you so much. And I'm sure that you can all agree, we absolutely have the right auctioneer and co-host on our team this evening with Justin. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. There's silver linings, just like when we talked about, when we mentioned before Layla gave us that lovely rendition of her song. One of the silver linings for me personally during this transition of live gala to virtual has been the friendships that I've had the pleasure of deepening as we planned for a year. It was the gala that we planned a year for. And I consider our next presenter of an award one of those silver linings. Rhonda Buckley Bishop is our gala co-chair and also our founder. And I'm honored to have the pleasure of also calling her my friend. I present our founder and gala co-chair, Rhonda Buckley Bishop.
Good evening. I was honored when the Sitar staff established the Rhonda Buckley Award in 2008 as a tribute to my service as Sitar's founder and first executive director. Our first award recipient is now Sitar's registrar and program operations manager, Jamie Fuentes. Others have gone on to careers including the arts, sciences, and business. This award for outstanding leadership in community arts is awarded to a current high school student or a recent graduate who uses their artistic knowledge and service to others, is an advocate for the Sitar Arts Center, and demonstrates good citizenship at Sitar. I will have the privilege of mentoring the awardee, in addition to their receiving a guaranteed summer internship and professional development. There are many definitions of leadership, and this is one that I feel fits this year's awardee perfectly. Leadership has nothing to do with seniority or one's position or title. Leadership is a process of social influence, which maximizes the efforts of others toward the achievement of a goal. What I've heard about this year's awardee is this: the energy that he brings with him everywhere he goes is one that inspires each to smile a little more, to share a little more, and to laugh a little more. His humility, thoughtfulness, and sense of humor make him stand out from the crowd. At times, when I expect him to pull back, he pushes forward with full force and great enthusiasm. And he leads at Sitar by example, and by jumping in, influences his peers to jump in too. Most importantly, he has an ability to nurture community. It is my deepest honor to present this year's award for outstanding leadership in community arts to Chris Kinde. Congratulations, Chris. You inspire us all to be our best selves, and we are grateful for the gift you are to the Sitar community.
Happy anniversary, 20th anniversary, Sitar. I hope this establishment keeps going on the years because I love it so much, and I would recommend for like 3-year-olds to adults.
Let's do this. You know what? We are $5,000 away, I hear, from our match. Let's pull those phones out and let's do one final push. I'll tell you what, Kelly Bishop, $1,000. She just joined us. Thank you so much. $46,000 here. $4,000 more. I'll tell you what, if we could just get 4 people at $1,000, help us get there. Join us right now. Maybe 50 people. Come on, how about this? How about 50 at 100 or 20 at 250? Join us right now. We're at 46,050 right now. Kelly, join us. Thank you, David Harrell. Thank you, Angela Robinson, Jess Leskin, Christy McKay, Jay Pastor, thank you. Your $1,000 gift, Jay. Wonderful. Who else would join us right now? We've got 5,000. You just got a $5,000 gift? We've got a $5,000 gift. Ladies, gentlemen, awesome. That is wonderful. Friends, we could not do it without you. But I'll tell you what. Man and Nick McConnell, thank you. Did I get that right? Did I hear you right? Nan and Nick McConnell. Wonderful. $5,000. Thank you. But I tell you what. The generosity, the giving does not have to stop. Continue to help us get there. We've pushed our goal, and that is fantastic. But I tell you, if you didn't get a chance to make a donation tonight, perhaps you're seeing us on a replay, pull those phones out and make a donation. Go back and revisit your bids in the silent. You've got just 24 minutes left before we close that out. 8:30, remember, all the items closed. I know when I was looking a minute ago, we still had some activity there. So don't stop. Continue to place those bids. B, we'll hand things back to you. It's been fun tonight. Thank you.
It's been more than fun. Thank you all so very much. Thank you to each and every individual that made this evening possible. Thank you again to all of our sponsors. Thank you again to our board president, Jill Miniman, and the entire board of directors at Sitar. Thank you to our executive director. I have to mention also a very special thank you to Essence Newhoff, our Senior Director of Development. Thank you also to Paige Deckelbaum. She is not here. She's to my left. She's been our silent auction guru. This is her fourth year working with us on the gala doing that, and she does a phenomenal job. So there are people that you can't see. I'm thanking each and every one. I'd also like to add that the beautiful production that you've seen done on a lot of the videos and slides and graphics, we are so blessed to have an incredibly talented in-house staff. So I'd like to thank each and every one of them for their leadership, for their creativity, and all they've done to make this evening possible. Our hearts are so full. We thank you so very much. Thank you once again to the Line Hotel for always making us feel like rock stars. They are our neighbors. We're only 5 blocks away from Sitar. Thank you, each and every employee here at the Line. We appreciate you, and we're so pleased that you're able to be here doing your craft, which is hospitality, taking care of people just like us. Give them a call. And I cannot thank PSAV enough for their creativity, their professionalism, their swerve, and just putting everything together seamlessly for us. We sincerely hope that you've enjoyed this evening's broadcast. We've got a little bit more for you. There's time still to bid. Don't stop now. We made our goal, but we want to break a record. So please stay tuned. Thank you, each and every one. My heart is so full. Good night, and please stay tuned as we roll our Saints Garage Band. I call them Garage Band because they practice socially distant, safely in the garage of one of our board members. So thank you, Elian and family, for making that possible. All right, Saints Band, take it away. This is B. Dismond Sweet saying good night, over and out, and don't stop bidding, don't stop donating, don't stop believing in Sitar. Thank you.
ready to win. I have a heart that will never be tamed. I knew you were something special when you spoke my name. Now I can't wait to see you again. I got a way of knowing when something is right. I feel like I must have known you in another life. 'Cause I felt this deep connection when you look in my eyes. Now I can't wait to see you again. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I just stutter when you ask me what I'm thinking about. Feel like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie said, oh, she's just being Miley. The next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My heart can't rest still then. Oh, 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 I can't wait to see you again. I got this crazy feeling deep inside when you called and asked to see me tomorrow night. I'm not a mind reader, but I'm reading the signs that you can't wait to see me again. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I just stutter when you asked me what I'm thinking about. Feel like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie said, oh, she's just being Miley. The next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My heart can rest still then. Oh, 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 I can't wait to see you again. Set on you, and I'm ready to aim. The last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. I just stutter when you asked me what I'm thinking about. Feel like I couldn't breathe. You asked what's wrong with me. My best friend Leslie said, oh, she's just being Miley. The next time we hang out, I will redeem myself. My heart can rest till then. Oh, 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 I can't wait to see you again. Oh, 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 I can't wait to see you again. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on. There's a party going on right here, a celebration that lasts throughout the year. So bring your good time and your laughter too.